Welcome back, viewers, to another episode of Live from the Rock Cave. You may wonder what all that stupidity was about. That will all be explained shortly. And firstly, we have our good friend Greeny Tree Frog, as always, to do the news. Announcements for the news. Something like that. And we have Greeny Tree Frog. Say hello to the viewers, Greeny. You don't want to?
Stop that.
Not nice, Granny. Anything happened today, Granny? Bugger all. You happy? Not. Would you like to go and join the others? Yes, please. Okay, so what that intro was about, it'll be an interesting little episode today. One of my students, dear Miss Libby Lou Rock, was here for a lesson last night, and as she was leaving, she asked me about rhythm and could we do a bit more rhythm playing, because we've been focusing mostly on the solos lately. So we decided to do some more. We're going to do some more rhythm playing, and as usual with me, off I went on a tangent and started thinking about, well, what is rhythm really? And it's groove. It's basically groove. So that piece of music you were listening to is lifted from a group you'll find on YouTube called 480 East, and I hope they don't mind me using it, guys. Love your videos, so check them out, because there's just some really great instrumental stuff, some really good stuff on YouTube at the moment. So the basic progression was really just a single chord groove in G minor. So I've got the keyboard set up along with the guitar, so you can see I do a lot of my theory lessons on keyboard because it's a lot easier to understand. So you got the two camera shots here, so you can get quite a good look at what I'm doing, and also maybe with this camera a little bit more on my right hand, so you can see what's going on there. So it's a very simple groove, and it just sits basically around a G minor shape. You do a smaller little G minor funk shape. If you know a G minor bar chord, there's the full chord, and and just literally get rid of the E and the A string. You end up with just a single finger down, and then just a bar finger. And they're great for funk. Yeah. That kind of stuff. So really, really useful for that kind of playing. And it's got a descending melody. So it's basically got that G minor chord. There's a walk down melody from the flat 7, the F, to the 6, the E, to the sharp 5, and a D sharp or an E flat, down to the 5th of the chord in a D. It's just a G, B flat, and a D, and an F. Gives you that minor 7 chord. And just to send that line, you can play both of those. It's quite dissonant. It's not bad. But underneath all that lies a basic chord structure. And this episode's called When the Strummer Met the Drummer. And I play a lot of different instruments, and I played drums first as a young fella, and I was not very good at it. So I played a lot of different instruments until once I picked up a guitar, it kind of made sense. And that's been my main instrument, but I still play the others, and most of my students learn a bit of everything as well. So Livy's good suggestion about could we do a little bit more rhythm? And with my students, very much it's led by them. If they're going down a road that I don't think they should go down or they're not ready for, I'll say, no, not yet. But we get around to whatever they want to do. So with rhythm, I'll listen to the drum track. I'll spend a lot of time listening to the drum track. And especially in studio work, I'm just cueing this back here a little bit. And if you just have a listen to the drum track in this track, there's a great arrangement in it, there's a great bass line, and it's all quite syncopated. And if you put it all together, and underneath it all lives that sort of chaka 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 chaka. If you have a shaker, finding that core rhythm in a groove, as a guitar player, this is really a rhythm lesson. Finding that core groove is what will give you a good solid foundation. And just listening to the other players and then hearing that, I can actually hold the shaker whilst strumming. So I can pretty much do something, because when you're using the shaker, what are you doing? You're strumming. So if you want to get your hand used to strumming and get a nice good loose wrist action with your playing, get a shaker. And then you could really seriously hold the shaker like I'm doing now and play. You've literally got I'm watching the screen on the TV if you're wondering what I'm doing. You've literally got a one-man band. So you could do all kinds of funk like... Now it doesn't sound as good as going... And that's all you're doing. You're just playing a groove. So this is as much about groove as it is how to build a rhythm part that fits a band. So I'd be inclined to play something like... Now I'll put that across the track and just have a little listen. But what you'll notice is the thing with my rhythm playing and the way I teach my students, I call it cycling. So I literally, sorry about the helicopter, I literally take the smallest division of the groove I want, and then I cycle it. So my hand, and if you watch a lot of really good rhythm players, you know, I might learn a rhythm part that goes like classic minor funk thing. It's basically emulating playing a G minor to a G minor 6, or you could substitute a C9. Because you're doing the minor 7 to the 6th. And you might play a little, all those funk riffs, flat 7 to a root note, and played with a muted thing. But it was all this cycling. And to learn to play cycling, you can literally turn your guitar off, sit there while you're watching telly, mute your strings, and just go. So it's a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So I'm playing 16ths. And cycling your hand like that keeps you in rhythm. So simple progression, 1 to a 6. I could go on for days about good rhythm playing because it's so important. Just simple grooves. And you see, even though if I'm not hitting the strings, even if it's only very subtle, my hand keeps moving because that keeps me in time. Literally start like this and just count, put a metronome on maybe, and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And all you do is hit the chord when you want it. And don't do this. Don't stop and start. Don't go. A lot of new players do that, and that's why your timing's bad. And good rhythm players stay out of the way of the vocals. That's how you play good rhythm. Just play. That's the key. You want to be a good rhythm player, play that for all day. Just all day. That one chord. And now and again, change it before you fall asleep. And then go to a D. That's... Go down to an E. Back to a D. Anyway, I've probably waffled on far too long, as usual, so I'll play us out to the break. Buy yourself one of these, an egg shaker. All right, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to play us out to the break. I'll see you next time in the Rock Cave. Thanks for watching.